Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, Sampler V, Series V's I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. This next item's so fancy, I might have to pinky out on it. But we'll see. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yam around about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I am wearing some grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is absolutely the case today. I went over there, kind of hit a little bit of a jackpot, honestly. I had a real crappy night at work. It's just one of those nights from start to finish, man. It was just like I just was getting dogged, just the whole situation was just fucky, and nobody really thought things through, and like I just ended up being the guy who just kind of had to deal with it. But I made it through the night, and when everything was said and done, I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna go out to Tropical Smoothie Cafe, get myself a nice frozen beverage. And along the way, they had a 7-Eleven, and I just found a bunch of shit to review. I just got through reviewing some Boom Fritos Queso Flavor Twist, queso. And then after that, I did some Boom Cheetos Salsa con Queso. Ooh, another queso thing. Is this a queso thing? I hope not, because it is a soda. Though I would review a queso soda, let's be honest. No, folks, it happens to be Boom. It is from Johnnie Ryan Cane Sugar Soda. This is their delicious black cherry cerise noir de luiche. I know with the French. Soda au sucre de canne. I apologize to the fine people of France and everyone who speaks that language. Man. So, I'm good at English, but not anything else really. But yeah, so it's fancy schmancy black cherry soda. It has me excited because I really like black cherry soda, and the only black cherry soda I've had recently, I reviewed some Faygo black cherry soda, so hopefully this is better than that. First of all, let's get a thing for the thing so we can get it all sexy looking. It looks like this. Ha 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 ha. And let's find out if this is a twist off or not. It is. No! I might be old, but my reflexes haven't completely faded out. Just mostly. Reflexes are fine. It's the cartilage and the joints. That's where I'm getting it. That's where I feel the oldest. Alright. Let's do the sniff test. Pinky out. It's got a nice smell. Like a really nice smell. Let's give it a go. Ooh, yes. Yes. That's definitely better than Faygo. Although, okay. Okay. There's some things I like about it. There's some things that I don't dislike, but I have preferences about. So right off the bat, I love the way that it drinks. It's a smooth drink, but it still has a little bite with the carbonation. The carbonation level is nice, but it is always nice when you get a carbonated beverage that still manages to drink smoothly. Because typically, you kind of get one or the other. Like you can get really weak carbonated beverages that drink smoothly, or you get carbonated beverages and then they don't drink so smoothly. This manages to kind of thread the needle. Drinks really nice and clean. I like that. It shows that it's a quality soda. I like the flavor. I'm not in love with it, though. It's definitely better than the Faygo. The Faygo was live-withable, but it wasn't terribly impressive, in my opinion. I didn't hate it or anything. I mean, please go watch that review if you want, my full take on it. But it was very one note. Like it just was what it was. This has a few notes, but none of them are quite to that level that I would like. thing is, for me, I really love black cherry soda, and I mentioned this. Apparently, this is since 1935, by the way. That's what the cap says. When I was a kid, black cherry soda was pretty prominent. Like, it was not like a outsider soda. It was like one of the flavored sodas you could get at pretty much any supermarket, and it was just a thing. But as time went by, it sort of lost its position, and it became more of a specialty soda. I don't know why. I have to imagine some sort of evil propaganda or something that wanted to smirch the good name of black cherry soda. But the thing is, I like a black cherry soda that's really got some bite to it, where you really taste the black cherry and it's got a nice just kick in the teeth waiting for you. This is not that type of black cherry soda. This, again, is a much smoother, it's a little bit more sophisticated black cherry soda. It still has flavor notes though, which I do like. It gives it an edge over the Faygo. The cherry flavor that you get is very nice. It reminds me a little bit of Cheerwine in that regard. Which, by the way, if you want to see me review Cheerwine, the place that I got this from actually has Cheerwine available too. It's been a while since I've had some. Let me know. But it does have a nice cherry flavor to it. And then, sort of after that initial cherry hit, that's kind of when you get a little bit of that bite. But it's only a little bit. And then, it really kind of like for me, the best part of it is kind of the very end of it, where you get like a hint of like that real proper black cherry. But again, it doesn't quite come together the way that I personally like. But it's nice. Again, I like how it drinks. I do like the flavors that I'm getting. It's just not, again, it's not to quite that level that I was hoping. Especially with it being all fancy schmancy. But I guess that's maybe the black cherry sodas that I like are more sodas of the people. Maybe this is, but then Faygo is definitely a soda of the people. I mean, I have criticisms about it, but I'll fully give it that much. Maybe I just really suck at drinking black cherry soda. I don't know. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Maybe and kinda. It didn't enthrall me the way I was hoping. Like, I was really expecting, like, yes, I'm gonna get that nice black cherry soda experience that I was hoping for. And it, didn't quite deliver. It was a good drink, though. Credit where it's due. But it is one of those things where it's like, for one thing, I know that there are black cherry sodas out there that hit the way that I want them to hit. And then, on top of that, if I'm picking this up, I'm picking it up as a black cherry soda, right? That's what it's supposed to be. Again, it's a good drink, but it doesn't quite deliver in that regard. So, like, it just kind of feels off from what my expectations are. Even though, again, I do like it. But I could maybe see getting it every now and again. It would be a very kind of every now and again type of thing. Because, again, it just, not a bad drink, but it just doesn't do it for me the way I was hoping. If I'm recommending it, it kind of is of two minds, because am I recommending it as just a straight drink, or am I recommending it as a black cherry soda? As a straight drink, sure, it's good. Like I said, I think the cherry flavor is nice. I think the way it drinks is really nice. It almost reminds me of, like, if they were to come up with like a black cherry cream soda. That's kind of the way it sort of feels in my mouth, which is nice. It's not a bad drink. I would never tell anybody to not go in for it, unless you're going in for that specific black cherry soda flavor. And again, that's going to vary person to person what you prefer. Like I said, I like having that bite. I like that really strong flavor. But I'm sure there are people out there who do prefer this more delicate version, and that's perfectly fine. This is one of those things where I would say, try it at least once. Especially if you enjoy black cherry sodas, give it a go. You might take away from it something different than I did. And even then, I didn't dislike it. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of the year, folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly proper black cherry soda-tastic rest of your life. I want your life to be as good as the memories I have in my head of drinking black cherry soda as a kid. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But What you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do. As you might have noticed, I have a fancy new hat. I like my hat. What's your favorite type of hat? I'm genuinely very interested. Is it just the standard ball cap? Are you a cowboy hat kind of person? Who knows? Maybe you go fancier than that. Maybe you're a bowler hat. Maybe top hat kind of guy. Or gal. Or other, for that matter. I'd be really interested in kind of, because I'm a man, I love a good hat. I don't get to enjoy it the way that I'd like, When I was a kid, man, when I got my first bucket hat, all the time I wore it, man, just damn near everywhere I went. And I love that damn thing. And then I got older, and, you got to be slightly more respectable. And then on top of that, my hair started to thin. And it was like, I felt like if I wore the hat all the time, people would just assume I was doing it because, my hair had, had begun to thin. And it was like, well, no, it just was what it was, just genetics and shit. I can deal with it, but I didn't want my hat to take that blame. But anyway, yeah, hit me up in the comments. Let me know, your hat preferences. Bye.